Hello, Kathleen. It's been a long time we don't talk. I've been working on a different paper, and I would like you if you could help me out with this one as well. Basically, I've just invited you. I'm probably waiting you to accept, so I sent it right now. It's about the safe haven properties of Bitcoin, and I'm including a lot of files here for you. So basically, I'm including one of the conclusions, the original article, so that you understand the code that I've used to generate my conclusions, and now I explain a little bit the whole thing to you. So basically, in this article here, they propose a test to test whether Bitcoin can be a diversifier. So basically, oh, here it is. Yeah, if Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency can be a diversifier, if the regression term C0, it's positive. So with the p-value smaller than 10% is what my criteria that I'll show you right now. And then this is a diversifier if the return is bigger in Bitcoin than in the tested asset. Let's suppose we're talking about SP500. So if it's greater than 1, greater than 0, that means that Bitcoin can be a crypto, it's positive, so it's a diversifier. Otherwise, it says it can be a weak safe haven or a weak hedge. And it gives another criteria here depending on this dummy variable here. Basically, what it does, it gets the parameter here, C1, and this one is a 0 and 1. If the return on that row is greater than, is on the top 10% returns in that day. So a return is basically today's price divided by yesterday price. So they calculate all the today price compared to the yesterday price, so those are the returns. And for the top 10%, that return if it's the top 10%. Otherwise, that column will be 0. And you can see that on my Python code here, if you want to understand. Basically, that's what I create in here, where they apply with the rank and they apply if it's 10% here. So I put the return if it is the top 10%, otherwise no. And then I apply the criteria. This is the criteria that I apply for getting if it's a neither, a diversifier, having plus, having less. So that's a weak haven, a strong haven, a strong hedge, a weak hedge, or nothing if it fails, but it shouldn't get here in any case, but it doesn't anyway, so it's correct. And what I'm sending to you is those results. So basically, I'm invited you so you can have a look and fix the whole overleaf, the whole paper, if you could do it, please. So have a look at the English, so proofreading. And if you could then read it and help me out writing some conclusions in here. What are the conclusions that I can see? Well, I can see that in the G7 from Canada, everything, you get a lot of options where Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies here, they work as a diversifier in many markets, as well as in the BRICS. And for China, for China, we get a special case here, as well as for Japan. So there is something interesting about China. And so I'm also going to share with you some things that I've been trying to write up. And please don't consider this table because this is there was a mistake and it was coming up with wrong results, basically I had the criteria using only the beta, and now I thought it better, and it's better to use the p-value to consider if a parameter is different from 0. So I've changed it, and the results that came up was for these ones in here. So these ones are the ones that we're going to use, and the ones they are actually reflected in the paper already. So the thing about China and Japan, it's written here, so that in cases of the Chinese, they are more like welcome, and Japan as well, to cryptocurrency, or maybe it's in here, that idea. So if you could have a look at this, and let me know if you could help me out, both making a quick proofread and fixing anything that you find that is wrong, and also with the conclusions. I think I'm very close to completing this work, and it has a lot of potential because it looks at many cryptocurrencies, not only Bitcoin, and in the BRICS markets, not only G7 at the original paper. So if you can, just have a look. I would recommend, obviously, for you to understand everything that I'm doing, if you could go quickly and read the original paper that I'm kind of recalculating with different markets. So basically, it looks at the G7 market. That those are the top 7 economies, I think, you know, honestly. All right, so let me know. Thank you.